How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and welcome to another episode of Lunch and Learn. Today, I'm in the kitchen. Today, I'm at the crib. School is over. Lunch and Learn is still happening, all right? Make sure that you share this, all right? You see it scrolling down. Don't get blindsided. Don't get blindsided by what really matters. And we're going to talk about it here in just a few. All right, share this with somebody. We'll be right back.
Persistence, consistency, and finishing what you started. Time. How much time are you putting into your craft? I believe you don't lose, you learn. So you just ran out of time. Does that make sense? Like that contest, y'all just ran out of time. But how much time do you think you have before it's over? Right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. Don't matter if you're a damn All-American. Like, you got a job to do, so trust. Y'all not mentally tough because y'all don't trust not only each other, but you don't trust yourself. And you don't trust yourself because how much time you put in. The ones that put the time in, they trust one another. They believe in themselves. So if y'all believe that y'all can do it, y'all should be going harder. Y'all should be holding one another accountable. Whatever you can do to help this team, that's what y'all need to happen. Everybody can't score. Everybody ain't fast. What everybody can do, what everybody that ever plays basketball should be able to do if they play basketball, they should be able to play defense and play hard. Them the only two things you can control.
Just show hey, who want to play basketball? Honestly, who want to play basketball? All right, who has to play basketball? We just practice code. And dudes that y'all play, they got to get their mom out the hood. The dudes that y'all playing, they living in a trap. The dudes that y'all playing ain't getting no sleep. So I got to get any advantage that I can. So what choices are y'all making? That's the point I'm getting to. Are you making a choice to play defense? Are you making a choice to pass the ball? Hell, are you making a choice to come to practice? And I commend y'all because y'all here in the evening. But guess what? Circle gets smaller. Tryouts, that circle was big, wasn't it? Circle gets smaller, dog. Everybody don't make it.
All right, welcome. My name is Coach Carvel Bailey. I want to welcome you to another episode of Coach Carvel Bailey's Lunch and Learn. All right, let me know what city and state you're checking in from today. Today, I am in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. All right, school is over, but you're going to still get this heat. You're going to still get this work because I am committed to doing it. I committed. A lot of people, a lot of athletes aren't committed. They aren't committed, so they don't reach their goals. They don't achieve their dreams. All right. And so springtime, but let's not get blindsided by the truth. All right. What does that mean? What are you talking about today, dude? What are you talking about today, coach? Don't get blindsided by the truth. I just got done in the gym with my 5 through 7 year olds, like K through 2. Amazing day, right? What you learn from the little kids. All right. What you learn from the little kids is amazing. And if you teach them early, by the time they get to high school, right, the individual that I work with, it may not be as many problems and as many issues because a lot of parents get blindsided, right? They get blindsided by the fact that somebody is coming telling you that your athlete is good. Somebody is getting blindsided by the fact that a coach told them that they can play. Somebody's getting blindsided by the fact that somebody asked their athlete or the athlete was asked to come play for a different team, right? Somebody was blindsided by the fact that somebody told somebody else that they were good, all right? Somebody was blindsided by the fact that they reclassified and playing with younger players and they feel as though their talents are bigger than what it is. Somebody got blindsided by the fact that somebody made you think it was okay, or your athlete to think it was okay, their character and integrity didn't matter, right? Somebody has been blindsided by the fact that their athlete is athletic, but they don't necessarily know how to play the game mentally. I don't want you to get blindsided. Let's pay attention to what really matters. So many athletes are blindsided by the bright lights and they lose track of what matters. So what matters today? I was looking for my charger. I think I got the wrong one. Ooh, perfect. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, got the right one. So what matters today? I gotta have my phone right when I get ready to go walk. Gotta have my phone charged up. So what matters, right? So I'm gonna give you some things that matters, right? Some basic fundamentals. Fundamentals is what matters. How fundamentally sound is your athlete? How fundamentally sound is your basketball player? Right? They can go play all the games in the world. They can go to the park, they can go travel, they can go whatever, right? But they have to be fundamentally sound. Steph Curry is fundamentally sound. You get the clips of him shooting from half court and from the tunnel, but he spent 45, 50 minutes just working on fundamentals before he got himself to the entertainment part. Does that make sense? So here are some of the fundamentals, right? Let's not get blindsided. Here are some of the fundamentals that your athlete really needs to tap into, especially over the course of these next 8 to 10 weeks here in the summer, right? These next 8 to 10 weeks is when they can really develop and put themselves in a different position, athletically, socially, physically, mentally, spiritually, athletically, all of those things. All right. First thing, shooting. Everybody wants to shoot. Everybody wants to be able to shoot. But what's important? Don't get blindsided by, oh, you can make threes. What's important is practicing your shot technique. Does your athlete understand the technique? Do they understand the acronym BEEF? Balance, eyes, elbow, feet, right? Do they understand target, hands, catch, together, shoot, right? All these different strategies, all these different acronyms and way to which to help them focus on the technique of their shot, right? If they focus on the technique of their shot, then they can shoot the ball in any rim, any location, almost at any time. If they understand the technique, because when the opportunity arises for the proper time to follow through on the technique, it'll benefit them. So, proper technique. Now, here's the science. Here's the science of shooting. Here's the science of shooting, right? If anybody is catching this, just drop a 1 below, right? I want to make sure before I give you the science to help your athlete shooting, I just want to see if this is making sense to anybody. So drop a 1 if it's making sense, right? I'm going to give you the science of shooting, right? We talk about the technique, but the science of shooting, all right? And so until I can get those 1, I ain't going to talk about the science of shooting right now, all right? Passing. Your athlete has to be able to know how to pass. They have to be able to pass particularly, right? Keeping the main thing the main thing. Don't get blindsided. Your athlete must be able to know how to pass the ball in the post. They must be able to pass the ball into the post. If your guard wants to play, they have to be able to learn how to pass the ball in the post. You'll be amazed at the number of guards that cannot pass the ball into the post. And so it's a hindrance to the team because they only can play on the perimeter. Now, I know the games that you watch, everybody's shooting threes, everybody pulling up, everybody's playing around the outside. Well, that's really not how the game is played intelligently. An intelligent basketball player understands that the game is either played from the inside out or the outside in. And so either way, if the game is played from the inside out or the outside in, guards have to be able to make the post entry. So we talk about passing, they have to be able to know how to make the post entry. Again, right? If this is making sense to you, drop a 1, right? When I get enough 1s, then I'm going to drop, right? When I get enough 1s, I'm going to drop the science to shooting. But, right, don't get blindsided. This is what athletes needs to work on in the spring and the summer. Their shot, right? They have to work on their shot technique, right? And I said I was going to get into the science of shooting. If I get enough people to say that this makes sense, and I get enough 1s underneath, right? I'm not going to just give out the goods if people just sitting here and not participate. But that's fine. I'm gonna give you what I'm gonna give you, but I'm not going to give you the good stuff unless I get some participation back. All right, passing it into the post, but they also must know who to pass the ball to. That's called knowing your personnel. They got to know who to pass the ball to. They got to know when to pass them the basketball. They have to know where to pass it. This is why post entry is so important. Some players hold the ball here. Some want the ball here. Some want the ball there. They have to know where to pass it. They have to know who to pass it. They have to know when to pass it. And then they have to know how to pass it. Now, Steve, what's up, my brother? Now, there are tons of different passes, right? You may hear about the chest pass. I don't even know if they still teach this these days, right? But we have a chest pass. We have a bounce pass. We have an overhead pass. Those are the three most common passes today: chest pass, bounce pass, overhead pass, right? And then you have the skip pass. Skip pass is really like a version of the overhead pass, right? And then you have the flip pass, right? Because you may have to get the ball around the defender, right? And then you have things like the behind the back pass and those things, right? But they have to be able to pass the ball and know how to pass it, when to pass it, where to pass it, right? And what type of pass to make. Now, dribbling. Dribbling is important. Again, we're talking about what really matters. I think a lot of athletes and parents are getting blindsided by the lights of just playing a whole lot of games. They're going to miss what really matters in this time period, which is the fundamentals. And I'm breaking these down today. Dribbling, right? They have to be able to dribble well enough to not be able to have the ball taken from them. That sounds right. People be like, dribbling, man, you gotta have the ball on a yo-yo. Your athlete has to be able to dribble good enough to not be able to have the ball taken from them. If they can do that, they can be trusted. If your athlete can dribble good enough to not have the ball taken away from them, they can be trusted. All guards want to be trusted. All players want to be trusted. If you're trusted more, you have an opportunity to get on the court more. Does that make sense? Right? Now, defend. This is a cheat sheet right here. Can your athlete stop somebody? That's what we want to know. Can they stop somebody? Defend. Can they play defense? But defend. What does that root word mean? Can they stop the person in front of them? If they can't stop the person in front of them, they're what's called a liability. If they can't stop the person in front of them, then they're helping the team. So defense, right? They have to work on their defense. So that means they have to also work on their lateral movement, which means that they have to work on stretching out their hips, opening up their hips, and strengthening their hips. And part of the hips is the hips are attached to the core. But if your athlete wants to be a better defender, they have to get better with their hips. Because their hips are going to allow them to move to be able to stop someone. And then the other part of defense that people don't really talk about is rebounding. You have to rebound and defend. Rebound and defend. Rebound and defend. So once you defend, you got to rebound. And then you got to defend. Then you got to rebound. Then you got to defend and rebound and defend. So can they rebound? Now, rebounding, it's a lot of different techniques with rebounding. I don't use none of those. Some are good, right? Touch, turn, release. All those are good. But rebounding comes to this. Rebounding comes to what's in your left shirt pocket. Rebounding comes to will. How bad, I'm talking to my Instagram over here, how bad do your athlete want it? That's what it comes down to. It comes down to how bad do you want the basketball? Those 50-50 balls, how bad do they want it? So we got shooting, right? I didn't get enough ones, right? So I ain't going to give you the science of shooting. I told you about technique, right? Shooting, passing. Do they know how to pass in the post? Do they know who, where, when, and how to pass the ball? Do they know how to dribble? Can they dribble the ball well enough to not get the ball taken from them? 4, defend, right? To be a better defender, they have to focus on their hips. They have to get their hips better, and defensively, they have to watch the other player hips. So do you see how when you understand the game, you can use the game to your unfair advantage as a cheat code? What we offer at Hoops Mastery, we give our clients the cheat code. So they have to improve their hips, right, and strengthen their hips so that they can get stops. And then they have to rebound. So those are 4. But now, here are the last 2 that's real, real big. A lot of athletes aren't able to maximize their potential with those 4 things because they aren't in condition. My athletes, listen to me. It's fun. It's fun traveling across the country. It's fun traveling from city to city, state to state. It's probably fun, right? With all your, teammates and doing all those things, going, getting in the pool, and you go into the fast food chains and all those things. That's good. But that's not properly taking care of your body. You have to get proper rest. You have to get proper sleep. You have to get proper hydration. You have to have the proper skill development, the right mindset and mental development. But then you have to eat right. So my athletes, I dare you to commit for a week. I dare you to commit for a week to not eat Flamin' Hots, to not eat Takis, to not eat nothing hot. I dare you for 7 days to not eat nothing that says hot or flaming. I dare you for 7 days to not do that and watch how your body feels. I dare you to drink half your body weight in water a day. I dare you to drink half your body weight in water a day and see how your body feels. I dare you to get a good night's rest. Now, I'm not talking sleep. I can say you need 6 hours, 8 hours of sleep. I dare you to get a good night's rest. That means try putting your phone down about 20, 30 minutes before going to sleep. Try turning the TV off 20, 30 minutes before going to sleep. Try to just relax, breathe, and get a good night's rest and watch how that helps you. I dare you to stretch daily. I dare you to stretch daily and watch how that helps you. Again, it's fun traveling, but it's hard on the body. NBA players do a lot of things when they're traveling because it's hard on the body. Sitting on an airplane, sitting in a 15-passenger van, whatever it may be, in your parents' back seat, whatever that might be. Give me 1 second, Tris. Get a plate. Not get them. Lunchtime. Told y'all, lunch and learn. All right. My son don't play about it. Lunch and learn. Now, I dare you, right? Drink that water. Get a good night's rest. Stop eating hot stuff. Stretch. I dare you. I dare you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch at least a video a day. Even my coaches, I dare you subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch at least two videos a day for my coaches. And watch in 7 days how that changes you, how that helps you. So my athletes, you have to be in condition. And one way you're not able to get in condition because of the way that you treat your bodies during the spring and summertime. And then you attribute it to, okay, well, we're on the road and we're doing a lot, so I don't have enough time. Be able to take care of your bodies, because if you're not in top condition, if you're not in top condition, you won't be the most optimal player that you can be. If you're not the most optimal player that you can be, then you probably won't play as much as you would like to. That can then affect your mentality again. So take care of your body, because you have to be in condition. If you're in condition, then you can really focus on your shot technique. Then you can really know how to pass the ball into the post and when and where and how, all of those things to pass it, right? If you're in top condition, then you can dribble well enough to not get the ball taken from you. All right. If you're in top condition, then you can work on opening up your hips through stretching and other things to help you move better. It'll help you be able to defend and stop somebody, right? And get rebounds on the other end. All of these things will help you if you're in top condition. But if you're not in top condition, guess what? You're not able to do none of those things to the best of your ability. And finally, I already talked about going to my YouTube page, but finally, this is the time where athletes must be a student of the game. I heard Tracy McGrady the other day, right? So I've been doing this whole series about what's better, plan or skill development. Skill development definitely is better than just playing all these games. I made a video 3 years ago, right? It almost went viral. It was titled "Stop Playing." Your athlete needs to stop playing. Go YouTube the video, right? It almost went viral. It probably did, right? Stop playing. Now I'm talking about on social media as well as YouTube. Everybody like, what do you mean stop playing? But it made sense to everybody. There's too much playing going on nowadays. Let's start developing. But you can't play or properly develop if you're not in shape. Because there's so many games, people know how to pace themselves. So now they know, okay, we got a game at 10, we got a game at 12, we got a game at 2. So they're going to pace themselves. So they're not really maximizing their conditioning because they're pacing themselves. They're basically cheating themselves. But lastly, you must be a student of the game. All right, you must be a student of the game. You have to be a student. If you're watching the NBA Finals tonight, right, you have to be a student. Watch the game. Again, I made a video a long time ago, did a class about different, there go Tristan, he ready for lunch, about watching the game from different perspectives. You have the player's perspective, the coach's perspective, the official's perspective, the fan's perspective, the parent perspective, right? You got all these different perspectives, right? But you have to be a student of the game. Is your athlete a student of the game? They must be a student of the game, especially during this time. They must be a student of the game. So when I talk about don't get blindsided, it's a lot of people out here that's getting blindsided because they're missing what really matters. And right, you see that light, right? You see how my hand is going into the light? They're being blindsided by what looks shiny, by what looks good, instead of what really matters. All right, does that make sense? Josh, what's up? Josh, I'm still waiting on you, man. I'm still waiting on you to call me out. I ain't gonna, I see you call me. All right. I ain't gonna take a whole lot of time on this, man. All right. There's certain people out here, man, certain people, right? Certain people will reach out to you, but then they'll bring other people in. All right. Yeah, just hey, that's just let's keep all the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what really matters. All right. Listen, I just did camp for him and his friends today. All right. 5 through 7. All right. K through 2. All right. On Friday morning. All right. We still got our skill development 1 session. Right. We got another week of our skill development 1 session. And I just did it. I'm in partnership, right? I'm in partnership. If y'all want to watch some good basketball, if y'all want to see it done the right way, I'm going back to where I'm going back to where my people appreciate me. All right, I'm going back out west, going back to the west side. All right, myself and the Midwest Officials Association. All right, we have partnered, man. We partner. We're doing a high school camp all month June, right? All month in June, gonna be amazing, right? We're gonna pour into these coaches, we're gonna pour into these officials, we're gonna pour into these players, right? We're about to do something that's never really been done before on a whole different level, right? And so it's about 15 schools that's gonna be blessed to be able to work with myself, Midwest Officials Organization, for the month of June. All right, and then after that, it's up, man. It's up. All right, gave y'all a warning, right? I put it out there for everybody. All right, let's do something together. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let's work together. But God always brings the right people in your life for the right reason. All right, and so it's about to be up from here, man. It's about to be up. All right, listen, if y'all want, we got our Juneteenth camp coming up next Monday, the 19th, our Juneteenth father and son, father and daughter camp. I'm gonna be there with my son. All right, my fellas. I want to see y'all there with y'all kids. $75, right? You go drink, smoke, blow, whatever, $75 in a day. All right. It's about us with our kids. All right. Kindergarten through 12th grade. We taking it out there. All right. So I'll holler at y'all All right, we out. Peace. Say peace, Tris. All right, y'all. We are gone. Booyah.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry. This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant. Blessed to Ball. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed to Ball. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed to Ball. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Blessed to Ball. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed to Ball. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed to Ball. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is strategic.